Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this Dishonored once again. For the last time, this will be the final episode. Because all I need to do is get to the West Wing, grab a thing, and take Delilah down, but I ain't got no key for that door. So that means I gotta find another way. And that is the one thing that I'm best at. The one thing I'm best at is worming my way around and finding things that I shouldn't be finding. There's an overseer in there who's had a real hard time, and I don't feel like talking to him. He's kind of a douche. I'll take that bone charm, though. Nice little bone charm. And the West Wing is not far now. Just need that thingamadoo that is very important to Delilah's plans. And need to not bumble into any traps like some kind of bumblebee. And okay, that was just a dog forming. That's what I heard. The sound of a dog coming into existence in a room that's got just like a plank of wood between here and there. Which means they could easily spot me if I were careless enough to be spotted, which I wasn't. I like to avoid being spotted. I also like to avoid setting off traps unnecessarily. And yeah, there's still this one over here, which isn't a trap at all. I think I got all the traps. Yep, them tripwires ain't gonna do shit now that the traps are done. Well, strange lantern, that's mine now. Delilah's journal. Now that the painting is finished, I will sit in young Lady Emily's skin and wear her face like a mummer's mask. Havelock and his lickspittles will put the child on the throne, but it is me they will be crowning. Delilah, the kitchen girl from Dunwall Tower. They called me Sokolov's apprentice, but whose paintings reach through to the spirit? Mine. They will never know their blunder, but it will be sure to whisper into their ears at their executions. My followers will bear the lantern to the gallery in order to open the way to the void. There I will use the painting to complete the ritual. My walk into Emily's flesh must be undisturbed. The ritual has other uses, which I will explore over time. Any image made by my hand could serve as the focal point for the spell. I imagine one of my enemies as a still life imprisoned in a bowl of fruit without amusement.
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become Empress?
Yep, and she probably shouldn't leave that journal just laying around with every detail about her insidious plan written in it. That is what people call a stupid-ass move. I'll take that little whale statue, not that the money's gonna do me any good, since there ain't no more missions after this one. All I need... How the hell did that miss? Badoink. And Sleepy Witch. Now, Sleepy Witch, why is your skin green? That is not... That's an undead dog, which I cannot tolerate. Now, take that, and you... No more of you. There. That problem is solved, and there ain't nothing else gonna get in my way. Except that sound that I just heard. Unsettling sounds make me unsettled. We've been over this game. You can't just go doing things like that to me. And of course there's more dog skulls. I will just destroy them all. And that solves all of my problems. All of your problems can be solved by smashing skulls. That's all you need to know. And now let's go. Make sure I ain't about to just run into somebody who's standing there on the other side of this door. Splody bolt. Ain't gonna put that to use at all. I don't go blowing people up.
Someone is prowling my realm. Someone who's not supposed to be.
Sleepy time, except I missed. You take a nap now. Good. Now where's the other witches?
Wake up.
And sleepy time, except I missed again. There.
You're not
And
so clever.
sleep. And sleep. And don't you yell at me. You sleep now. And you sleep now. And you're stabbing me in the back. That's just great. But I got some fucking choke dust. There you go. And chokey time. There you go. And now if you would be so kind as to stop shooting things at me, that is not the sprint button. Left bumper, no sprint. And damn it, why you gotta be such a bitch? Can't be having bitches. Why do I keep pressing the left bumper trying to sprint? It's like I think I'm playing Monster Hunter or something, except it's the right bumper, so I'm screwing up even in that respect. And why is there a second witch here? I've had enough of this. I'm running away. You can't follow me because I can fuck with time, and there I go again, trying to sprint with the wrong damn button. Poof. Haha. Don't you appear in front of me like that. I will just hide and wait it out, and then you will be none the wiser. Because you're all a bunch of stupids. I just have to wait for you to completely forget that I exist. Okay, I believe I shook them off because you don't know I'm here. So you go ahead and take a sleepy time. Good. Now, Delilah, I'm coming for you. Let's go, bitch. Yep. The painting stands open. Enter the painting. Devoid. That's where I am now. Nice place you got here.
You have many talents, Daud, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different. She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites, but I will watch this with unusual attention.
Well, alright then. Good to know I'm being watched. Well, into the void!
The void.
Uh-oh, thought I'd be landing
Time to
hard.
see what you've really got, Delilah.
Yeah, time to see. And she ain't gonna get a chance to show what she really got, because I know exactly how to fuck with her plan in such a way that really ruins everything for her without having to put a knife through her head. She's over there working on her ritual. Meanwhile, I'm going over here, and I will not be seen along the way by Delilah or her statues. And I'm gonna grab a thing that's going to really fuck up her plans.
Would
And
any painting work for Delilah's ritual? I wonder, this painting might be useful.
yeah, very useful. Now all I gotta do is wait for the right moment, and then I just slip in.
I call
Whoops,
out
that's
to
a hole.
you from the void.
Wait for the right moment,
I
slip in,
with ochre
and
from Moldy.
give Delilah.
Artist,
Carmine
narcissist.
beetle shells.
And then I just give her a thing
Zirconium
that fucks
lazurite.
her up.
Viridian bile. The tones of your flesh I tempered with Pandician chalk. The same loom that spun the fabric of your dresses made this canvas. I made my brushes from the hairs of your own scalp. Emily, you cannot ignore me. My power is too deep. My reach too long.
Alright, she's moving. And now I'm gonna quickly save, just in case I somehow fuck this up, which is very much possible. I could end up teleporting into the wrong position. And there we go. Now then,
Brush touches pain.
you just gonna finish your
Brush
ritual,
touches canvas.
and then
Brush
that'll be it.
touches void. And now I see you, Emily Caldwell. I breathe your breath. I
Yep.
can feel what you do.
Now she possesses whatever painting
I
that's a
feel
picture
the
of.
cold night air of the ruin where you sleep, and the stink of the river. Image strikes the eye. Eye touches the mind. Mind touches the void. I feel your love for Corvo Atana and your lost mother, for your caretaker Callista. I feel your fear in the night. Your hunger to learn, to become someone important. My hunger too. My fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly
And
finished.
now,
Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel the void open beneath you. Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now. Paint flows. Blood flows. Life goes.
and
Out
now,
with the old, in with the new.
and now you possess what you've painted there, which is not Emily.
Sweet young girl.
Guess what? You're a tree now, bitch.
It is complete. I am. What's happening? This is all wrong. What am I becoming? Outsider's blood. Is this some trick? Daud!
Yep, you're a tree now, bitch. That's kind of funny, actually. First time I did this, I didn't know about that painting, and then I ended up, like, taking down all of her statues, and then she's backed up against the thing saying, I earned this, I deserve to be the Empress, that sort of thing. And then I knocked her out and couldn't figure out what to do about it non-lethally, so I just chucked her off the edge and that killed her. But this time, she's been trapped in a tree forever.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwell from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy, made my living as a killer, one of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
And here we go. Final thoughts. Daud. You got.
I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands.
Nice sword.
Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Daud, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
That decision is in Corvo's hands, isn't it? And you realize you're not holding anything there, right? Okay. Bye, Corvo. That's the way it ends. On low chaos, anyway. On high chaos, he just slits your throat and tosses you off the edge. And that's a thing that I think they should have left ambiguous right there instead of, like, just showing Corvo either slitting your throat or walking away. It should have just ended there with the outsider's little monologue. Make you wonder what happened. But they didn't do that. I just think it would have made the story a little more interesting there at the end. But anyway, that was Dishonored, DLC included, and at some point I might play Dishonored 2 on the channel. We will see, but for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you again in the next series. Goodbye!